painted a Spider-Man shirt the night before the movie. I made myself a Spider-Man tumbler to have coffee in it at the theater. I painted my jorts, and somehow what was supposed to be a simple movie day turned into a full-blown creative spiral. This is probably the most excited I have been for a movie in years, and I genuinely looked at the movie release date and thought, I need a Spider-Man outfit. Not just buy one, make one. Which is a completely normal thing to do, apparently. The weird part is that this video isn't actually about Spider-Man. Well, it is, but it's also about growing up. I was 14 when I started watching Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, and I'm 21 now. Wow, big A's. 7 years doesn't sound like a long time, but somehow those 7 years contain my entire teenage life. The last time I watched one of these movies, I was in high school. This time, I'm in uni and slowly moving toward the end of this chapter of my life. And for some reason, that realization hit me much harder than I expected. I also kept thinking about Across the Spider-Verse, the animated version. I watched that movie alone in 2023 and I still remember that day so clearly. No one wanted to watch it with me, so I just booked a ticket and went by myself. The theater was almost completely empty, and for 2 hours it genuinely felt like I had the entire cinema to myself. I came home completely obsessed with the movie and made a painting inspired by it. I even filmed and edited an entire YouTube video around that painting that I never posted. I rewatched that video while making this video and it genuinely felt like opening a time capsule. 18-year-old me was so much more unsure of herself. I think I was constantly overthinking whether my work was good enough, which I'll still do, whether the video was good enough, whether I was good enough, blah blah blah. Watching those clips now made me realize how much can change in just 3 years. Not necessarily in the big, obvious ways, but in the way you see yourself. I think that's why this movie felt so emotional. Because I wasn't just watching Spider-Man again, I was accidentally meeting all the different versions of myself that watched these movies before me. I also realized that I kind of grew up with this version of Spider-Man. We are almost on the same age timeline. When he was figuring things out, I was too. When he was in high school, I was too. And now that he's in uni, I'm in uni too. When the movies came out, they somehow kept appearing at different stages of my own life. I never really noticed it before. But this time, it hit me that I wasn't just watching a superhero I liked. I was watching someone who had quietly existed alongside my own growing up. The Tumblr was actually the first thing I started, and I spent an embarrassing amount of time thinking about the design. I did not want it to look like a merchandise. I wanted it to feel like something I would actually use after the movie. There weren't many references for the idea I had in my head, so I ended up designing it myself. I think that's my favorite part about making things. You get to create the version that exists in your brain. And honestly, I'm really proud of how it turned out. The shirt, however, was pure chaos. I procrastinated for days. I kept telling myself I'd buy the fabric paints tomorrow. Tomorrow became tomorrow, and suddenly I was painting a Spider-Man themed shirt at 9 p.m. the night before the movie. I actually finished around midnight. Nothing says responsible adult like painting a superhero cloth before an afternoon movie. But honestly, this was the part that surprised me the most. I had so much fun doing it. The last time I dressed up for a movie was in 2023 for Barbie, and I realized I had spent so much of my late teenage years trying to be serious, trying to be productive, trying to act like I had everything figured out. Somewhere along the way, I stopped doing things just because they were fun. But lately, I have been trying to change that. I have adopted a very important life philosophy. To be cringe is to be free. If I want to paint a Spider-Man shirt and matching jorts, I'm going to do it. If I want a Spider-Man tumbler to have coffee at the theater, I am going to make it. I think adulthood is a lot more fun when you stop asking for permission to enjoy things. By the time everything was finished, I was exhausted, but I was also ridiculously excited. Putting on the outfit felt strangely nostalgic, like I was dressing like the middle school version of myself and watching these movies for the first time. And walking into the theater with the tumbler and Spidey outfit felt so satisfying. I left the theater feeling weirdly happy. Not because I had the perfect outfit or the perfect themed coffee cup, but because I realized this video was never really about Spider-Man. It was about noticing that I have grown up, and also realizing that growing up doesn't have to mean becoming less excited.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Okay, let's do this one last time, yeah? My name is Miles Morales. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for like 2 days, I've been the one and only Spider-Man. I think you know the rest.